COLECOVISION Homebrew Highlight. The most important part of Galaga's strategy is anticipation. In order to play effectively, you need to know where the enemies will appear and how they will move before they get there. This knowledge, combined with firepower of the double fighter, will allow you to finish each stage quickly and efficiently. The way that the enemies come onto the screen is called their entrance pattern, and the entrance pattern is always the same for a given stage. There are 3 different entrance patterns. Before looking at the order that they appear in, let's look at the features of each one. The first entrance pattern is the most difficult because it's the only pattern where the enemies will enter from both sides of the screen at the same time. The enemies enter single file in short rows. The best place to fire from this entrance pattern is the center of the screen, where both sets of enemies will cross above you. One of the most interesting, unique, and useful features of Galaga is the tractor beam performed by the boss Galagas. By doubling your firepower, this maneuver can give you the opportunity to achieve the maximum bonus in challenging stages. If your fighter is in range, it's caught up and whirled to rest beneath the boss Galaga. If you have another fighter, you'll begin playing with it. But if you don't, the game is over, so be sure never to get captured when you're playing with your last fighter. Now, one of your fighters is in enemy formation. If you shoot your own fighter, you get 1,000 points, but you'll lose the extra fighter. You don't want to do this under any circumstances. Be very careful where you shoot when you have a captured fighter in formation. For instance, have the fighter and its escort swoop off and run right into your shot. In the second entrance pattern, the enemies will enter from one side of the screen at a time in double width rows. The first group will enter from the left, so position your ship's width in from the left edge of the screen and wait for them. The third entrance pattern is similar to the second. The enemies enter from one side at a time, starting from the left, but instead of 2 rows moving together, they will appear in a single row. As in the second pattern, you should wait for them near the left edge of the screen for the first group of enemies. This is a great homebrew for the ColecoVision, and it's distributed as a ROM at CollectorVision.